Alright, let's see. We should be live here in just a second, y'all. Give me a shout if you can hear me okay in chat. So, exactly. What is going on, Metaverse? I missed my own intro. Thanks, Crystal. So, we are going to do a little bit of a combination this morning. We're going to do some live stream of the Overworld, as well as talk through some key topics that are going on in the Illuvium community today. So, y'all getting okay quality on the gameplay and on the stream? Let's see. We're going to queue up with just a stage 0 to start with. There we go. You got an echo. Let me see. 1 second. Oh, okay. Local echo on y'all's side. Very good. So what is going on, Illuvium community? Y'all doing all right today? Actually, I gotta see. Yeah, I got 15 shards. We're gonna go ahead and take a couple of shots of picking up some T1s. So someone can go ahead and clip that and send it over to TSG. We just do one shot over here. We don't need to do spray and pray kind of crap like he is. Yeah, I kind of like the flish. Let's do this. So, what is on y'all's mind today? We have a lot of new content that's obviously dropped in the last week. Hopefully most of you are enjoying the Overworld. If not, then definitely let me know what some of your concerns are. Overall, I'm going to give my opinions in just a little bit. I'm going to talk about some of the key elements that I think we're going to need to address as a project and community. But at the end of the day, I have to say we're, I think, in very good shape with the current state of the game. So for an early beta, really no complaints on my side. Let's go and start him off here. So yeah, thanks, Woody. Thoughts on Illuvium 0? Actually, I have more than thoughts for those that have not seen the announcement. Illuvium 0 is going to be launching on January 6th. So what that means is the first version is going to be obviously the ground zero of the alpha. The plan is with the initial content, all of the blueprints will be capturable. Yeah, let's try. We'll try a tier 0. All the blueprints will be capturable, but if there's an issue technically of any kind, the project reserves the right to basically go back, rewind, and redo that. So definitely looking forward to seeing that in just a few weeks. I have to say my personal preference is to play base builders, even over something like the Overworld here. So I'm going to be probably doing a lot of content and streaming for these sorts of discussions around the base builder. So Overworld, you won't see me in all that often probably. It's a little bit more intense, I think, from a streaming standpoint, and I want to really focus on the community. So good. Blueprints. Yep, agreed, Woody. The quality of graphics here in the private beta are really, really good. The gameplay loop, I think, is fully fleshed out enough that there's really no major gaps that we need to be concerned about, honestly, in my opinion. So, really, yeah, I want to try and get this fire guy. Really, I think good shape to be where we are. Do I own lands? Yes, Crystal, I do. I have currently a tier 3 and a tier 1 that I plan to be playing directly when Illuvium 0 launches. It's cool. I have a couple T2s. Nice game day. Yeah, we'll. I think the base builder aspects are going to be fairly straightforward to get into. It's not going to be nearly as complicated as like a Clash of Clans or something similar, just because you're not going to have the inter-base competition. You're not going to have units and spells and so on to be dealing with. So in general, I would say we're probably going to be able to kind of get up to speed a lot more quickly than traditional base builders. Where is... Oh, Greedy Hamster. I see. Very good. Yeah. All right, we're going to head over to Soka's Garden. So shout out to Artemis, who did a really nice stream to try and inform everyone the easiest way to get over here. I'm probably going to butcher this because I have not done this run before, but I enjoyed and appreciated her content. I think I'm supposed to actually be going up here, but we'll do it on a second pass. With mag boots. Yeah, Woody, you were probably watching TSG or maybe Jimborino. I think they were doing what they called the Jimbo jump. So yeah, I do have the second stage of the jetpack. Here you see I got the advanced jetpack. Actually, I'm hoping to pick up enough of the resources on this run that I'll be able to upgrade the boots to at least go to the first tier of the boots. Who was the lucky someone? Crystal, I'm not sure what I was tracking with that, but we're all good. All right, let's see. Am I going the right direction? I think so. Let's see. Somebody shout out at me if... oh, Grant's in the chat watching. Good Lord. No, this is clearly not the right direction. Yeah, I think I missed. I think I dropped down. So full transparency, as I mentioned, this is my first live stream with you guys, so I'm obviously not going to be paying quite as much attention as I should be to the game, but it's all good. Y'all are more important than that for me. Oh, okay. Got it, Crystal. Let's see. All right, where did we go? Good. So what else is on y'all's mind? Definitely good questions about Illuvium 0. Oh, okay. Walking Feather, saw your question. Rather a T3 or 5 different tier 1s. So yeah, this is a really interesting point. I would say that I personally am going to prefer having the tier 3, just because in general it's going to take less time to play. And I also think that during this initial phase of the game launch and rollout, it's going to be a fair bit easier to get to the blueprints, just because it's going to take a while to build up tier 1s to where you can actually get to that status with all the buildings you're going to need. So at least for this very first alpha version, I think the tier 3 is going to be the way to go. As we look towards the long term, I think probably 5 tier 1s. You're not going to get quite as much fuel as you would with the tier 3. Probably depends if you're going to be very heavy blueprint focused long term, or you're planning to be more overall fuel focused. If you're more fuel focused, I think you want the tier 3. Blueprints, we're going to ignore those. Blueprints, probably a bunch of tier 1s is going to give you more advantages there, I suspect. But we'll have to see. The balance is going to be, to be determined. Obviously, they're going to have to even do some of that during the alpha testing itself. Yeah, Woody, I see you. I actually, on my Christmas list is a secondary monitor that will make this a lot easier for me as well. So I'm going to have to do some work to get better at this. But again, appreciate y'all joining during this inaugural run, if it were. Graco, nah, that's okay. We'll keep going. So for those that were, that someone asked me directly in Discord, I'm just on a stage 0 right now, so just kind of messing around. I don't really want to waste all my Krypton out here screwing around in a tier 1 or especially a tier 3. I'll need to give that a little bit more focus, otherwise I'll regret it later on. It's Christmas list. Yeah, exactly. And we're definitely not going to try and navigate the crystal tunnel of doom while I'm chatting on here with y'all. That's definitely a no-go. Hard stop. Woody, what is the thing that surprised me most about being in the council? That is a great question. The thing that has surprised me most. So, I would say, and I may have voiced this on a couple of the chats earlier in Discord, the number of community members that reached out. Let's see. All right, let's see. Are we back?